All right, let's get to this. So I'm just gonna go through some stuff and sorry, cats, shut up. I'm gonna go through some stuff that that I did this semester and some different things, so you know that I actually studied these things. So I'm going to start with this. So I'm gonna close out of all these. All right, so the first thing here is that create a Django project. A lot of that's done with the command line. So let me get to the web store project. So let me solve stuff. So I'm just going to kind of go through it step by step. It's kind of be ignored. So this right here is I used a virtual environment. So the requirements.txt, that's on the GitHub page. So basically the whole point of the virtual environment is to make it so so you basically have it separate from your actual command line or whatever. So when you're setting this up, you can have it unique settings to that virtual environment. So that was created. This right here is the stat. This is some of the media stuff. So this is stuff used in the products and the categories and stuff like that. We'll get into that a little bit later. This is the main application. So in Django, you can have multiple applications on the same project. I just did one application. I was initially going to have more, but I didn't get it all done. So I'm going to go here to the store. So here's the migrations. Oh, that's a lot of migrations. I didn't realize there was that many. So basically, so the migrations, and I'll get into this in a little bit, but you have to, when you have your SQL objects, they're class based. So anytime you add one or change one, you do it in migrations. So you do something like this. So when you make your migrations, it does all this for you. And then once you've done that and everything works and there's no flaws, you run this. I'm gonna run it now. There's no changes. The static folder here. So this is like the CSS, the images. From what I learned, I never got this working hosting, but the static is basically it's where all your files, your images and stuff like that are stored. This is only if you do it locally. If you do it like on the internet, on AWS or Heroku or something like that, then you're going to have it on a CDN, which is a content delivery network. So one thing about, it looks like I need to push some stuff up to the internet. So one thing about this Django is that you can have multiple templates, and they can inherit. So it uses kind of like the inheritance of object-oriented programming. So you have your base and everything from there is inherited from your base one. And then, so for example, you have your about, which I never got to, your footer, your home, your cart, your navigation, the product. They all inherit from base, and they use other things like static and stuff like that. So then I'll go into so I guess I'll go here to admin.py, and this is not updated. I need to fix this. But I'll go here. So actually, let me just run this real quick. So this is how you start the local server. Run the server. It runs it locally. So on this port. So this is kind of the home page. I didn't add everything on here that I wanted. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on with that. I'll get to that in a little bit. So here's the apps.py. All apps you have to register. So register the store. Forms. This was so people could register to sign up as a new user. Models.py. This is so Django uses a a class base way of doing SQL, but it's still SQL, so you can kind of see this here, like unique equals true, set the length. Trying to find something here. So, but you can also do here, so on delete, which is not something we learned in our SQL class, but I just did it here. Just delete it on cascade. There's different ways to do that, obviously, but I just kept it really simple. So you can do SQL stuff here, like delete. When you delete this is a foreign key. Delete on cascade, etc. This is a process. So this is a processor function which is used to on the tags tests. I didn't get to there. So urls.py. So this is how the routing is done in a website or on a Django website. So this knows that if it sees, like about, it knows it's got to get to the about page. So let's do an example. /about, etc. And you can see it there. Never did anything with it. I got home page, search products. Give this a second. And these are kind of like functions that are used to display these pages. So we just do the about, say display that. For products, this is the products page here. I uploaded all these. These are like, so anyway, I should get to this, why I have dolls on here. It's probably weird. The whole point of this was for my sister. She is special needs. She loves American Girl dolls. So I was like, the whole point was to have a fake charity where we sell like American Girl dolls and give the profit to people with special needs. So it has their data, like this is all just dummy data. Essentially, this is not useful, but for example, you go to product details, it pulls that the data about that doll, whatever. And that's all. A lot of this stuff is pulled here from the static, the images, and stuff like that. You also find to get there, yeah. So the views, and then let's get here. Get ignore. This is just a basic get ignore. This web store product. So these are like this. This is like the main thing here. So all this. Oh, sorry, am I going the wrong place? Let me close out of store. So manage.py is the one that does all the work. So I'll get here real quick. So settings. So this, a lot of this stuff is just built for you. So there's a few things added here, like this right here. This is an application. Sorry, this is a like a function that I added. This is how you tell it which media to see. You can see here that you have to. So this is like the main URL pattern. So it takes in so you have to tell it to take in. It wouldn't know what to do if you didn't include the stores.urls. I'll go back to that. Stores.urls. So this is the routing there, and then so that is included there. It's kind of basically what I'm doing. So I didn't get this finished, obviously. So I have tags, so you can. I only have one tag here, but you can tag products by that. So it's the home page, the about page. So we can search for products. There's a few others. So there's a few other things I did, like my cart. So when the cart's empty right now, but if you added a cart, you could add products and eventually check out. I didn't get that done. Models.py, so let's go through these. So I don't know why this one's up top, but the category, the product, this is like the main things that are in the database. The add into the cart, the order. Let's see. This right here, I didn't finish today, but this would basically make it so you can do tests to make sure that stuff's correct. The view stuff, I did that. I'm not doing what I should be doing. These right here are kind of just built in when you do the pip install. And that is more or less it. Let me see if I have. There's a few other things on here that I should add, like something in the store. So, and this is the static logo. This is the CSS. You have it here. This would be on the content delivery network if it got deployed. These are images, the templates, as I said before, these are all the ones you can have. This right here, so you can register as a form. You can in HTML forms you can do that just manually, but you can actually create forms in Python and Django. So this will be to register, and that is pretty much the rundown. There's a lot that's left to be desired. So let me just do one more thing and show this, the admin page. So you can see this here. This is an important part. So users, just me. I'm the only one that registered. Groups, no groups. Categories. So you can create your categories, or these are from the SQL stuff and the products. So here's an example, and then that's like the image that goes with it. In that example, so this is American Girl Ball 3. So I'll go here, search products. That's that. So I didn't get everything done that I wanted to do, but I just kind of wanted to show a little bit that I actually knew what I was doing, and that is pretty much it. So anyway, thank you very much, and have a good night. Thanks.